In this video, I'll be adding two rational expressions that have an unlike denominator. First step is I'm going to write them vertically, just like I would a regular fraction. Now, the denominator here is x minus 7. That's one whole factor. The denominator here is x minus 5. That's one whole factor. So we can see that they don't have any factors in common. When two fractions have no factors in common, we just multiply them by the other denominator. So I'm going to need to multiply this fraction by x minus 5 so that its denominator will have a factor of x minus 5. I'm going to need to multiply this one by x minus 7 so that its denominator has a factor of x minus 7. And now both denominators have the same two factors, x minus 7 and x minus 5. Whenever I multiply a fraction to make a common denominator, whatever I do in the bottom, I also need to do in the top, so that really I'm just multiplying by a giant 1. So I'm taking this fraction, this rational expression, multiplying it by 1, taking this rational expression and multiplying it by 1. And as we know, when we multiply by 1, we don't change the value of the expression. So now the first fraction is 2x times x minus 5, with the denominator x minus 7, x minus 5. And the second fraction is 3 times x minus 7, with the denominator of x minus 7, x minus 5. I changed the order of my factors here, which is okay because when I multiply, I can always change the order of my factors. So now I have two fractions with common denominators. When I have two fractions with common denominators, I'm going to add the numerators and keep the denominator the same. From here, my only goal is to simplify. Now, even though you might see what feels like a common factor here, x minus 5 and x minus 5, this numerator is not in factored form. Because of this addition sign here, everything's not being multiplied, so we can't make any giant ones. In order to simplify, I'm going to distribute in my numerator to see here what would happen. So I'll have 2x squared minus 10x plus 3x minus 21. Continuing to simplify, 2x squared minus 10x plus 3x minus 21 is 2x squared minus 7x minus 21 over x minus 7, x minus 5. Finally, to simplify this even more, I could factor the numerator and see if it has any factors in common with the denominator. This example does not factorable in the numerator. We'll see more of those throughout the week. So this would be the final answer. You also could distribute in the denominator if it just makes you feel like it looks cleaner, although there's nothing wrong with the answer that I wrote above. That would be x squared minus 12x plus 35. We also need to state our restricted values, which is that x cannot equal 5 or 7.